Okay, One Piece chapter 1159. So we're gonna get the full breakdown now of what happened. I recorded the original video 2 days earlier. Now we got the full breakdown. So it looks like it starts off with us in Hachinosu. It seems, yeah, there was a trader in the Rocks Pirates, and the trader so happened to be Ochoku. I'm not really I don't really remember which one is Ochoku. I think he's the one that kind of looks like Caribou. That they kept saying could be Caribou's dad. So then, yeah, Rox learns that Shaki's disappeared. Rox looks extremely pissed off, like right here. Him and Whitebeard just, I don't know. I love how they panel Whitebeard and Zebek. Like they always picture them like as equals, not as like, oh yeah, this is my captain and I'm right underneath him. I like it. Okay, let's get back to the full summary. So 1 year later, 38 years ago, Garland returned to God Valley. All right, that's cool. The red hair woman, we can't see her face in the chapter. Introduced his kids as Shamrock and Shanks. Garland was surprised to see they're twins and said they're adorable. I don't know what is it with One Piece not introducing moms. Like that would have been very interesting to see Shanks' mom. Like I wanted to know who gave birth to Shanks. Like that'd be pretty fucking cool. Like I don't know what Oda's beef is with moms, bro. The hair woman asked Garland to live with her on the island. He said no because God Valley would disappear. The, then Garland pulled out his sword and stabbed the woman at the same time. We can see a lot of marine battleships arriving on the island. Okay, that adds to the narrative. Garland's a bad dude. I kind of figured that this dude was a bad dude, no matter what. I always kind of, let's see if we got the. So here's Roger getting all pissy. Here's Roger. Damn you, Roger. How could you let this happen? I'm gonna kick your ass. Still hard to see how he's like Luffy. Still really hard. Still really hard. Shaggy is surprised. Rayleigh looks very concerned about Shaggy. And then here's what we were just talking about. Oh my god. Ah. Okay, cool. Right haired woman fell to the ground, seriously injured. Garland said a wife that is befitting of his status has already been decided. In fact, Garland has placed the order for her to be captured, and she will be his wife if he wins the tournament. Well, it seems like he's the strongest, like, out of all the Celestials besides Emu and the Gorse. So, like, this competition is pretty much for him. Damn, this dude's real sadistic. Alright, citizens of God Valley tried to leave the island because they didn't know what's happening, but the Marines stopped. One of the Marine soldiers was a very young Monkey D. Garp. His presentation box says, future leader of the Revolutionary Army, father of Luffy. Nice. Here he is. The man we all have been waiting 20 plus years to make a move. And he shoots people with tranks. Dragon didn't even want to kill people. He shot him with tranquilizers. Yeah. As on purpose of the mission, but the superior shouted him down. That makes sense. That makes 100% sense. The Marines kind of act blindly in One Piece. Cut to the Marine ship heading to God Valley. We see Ginny leaking information, a tournament prize to the outside. Ivankov was very angry and the other slaves because they lost their fighting spirit. Kuma was the other part of the ship. He listened and smiled, thinking how energetic are some slaves. That's still crazy. That is wow. I can't believe Ivankov pretty much always had a smile and Ginny. Like, man, it makes you hate what happened to Ginny even more. Cut the Cypherpole information departure facility, an unknown island. A very young Morgan's president of the World Economy newspaper at the time arrived, saying he has incredible information. Morgan was dressed the same in the president. He wore a beret on his head, so he's like a French bird. That's pretty cool. Morgan's one of the Cypherpole paid him a bribe to publish the information. Cyberpol agents threatened to erase him, but Morgans told them to try. They had enough. Okay, that's really cool that we get a young Morgans. Like, we finally get a young Morgan. He's one of those characters that you forget is in the story, but he's still, like, actually one of the most powerful, incredible people in the whole entire One Piece world. But, like, he's such a background character that we keep forgetting about him. I want to see him in his human form, because why is he always like this? There has to be, like, something with him. I remember seeing a theory that he might be a Rev, but I don't think he's a Rev. I think he's just like fucking with everybody. I think that's just his thing. All right, back to the chapter. All right, Pirates of Hashinosu learned of Shaki being used as the prize in the tournament, and so they headed out to save her. Lin Lin was interested in the other prize. She wanted a devil fruit for her children. Lin Lin also told Kaido that maybe he can get an interesting devil fruit power too. Then we see Rox, Roger, and Garp on the move to God Valley. That is insane. The three big dogs. The three big dogs of the generation. Damn, that's crazy. Big Mom was thinking that early to give her kids devil fruits. Did she have her devil fruit at this time? Because I know Whitebeard had his, and Shiki had his. But we don't know if Big Mom did. Because we saw them in action, and the time we saw them kind of action, Big Mom was just running. She wasn't really doing anything else. So we don't know if she has. So this is where the juicy meat and potatoes is. This is what I saw. This is what I've been dying to read. All right, so on the way to God Valley, Rock. All right, wait, let me get this to match up. All right. On the way to God Valley, Rox was blocked by Harold's ship sent by the world government. There was a world government ship nearby to make sure Harold followed orders. Rox asked to drink and speak alone. Harold accepted. Harold, there was a hidden part of my name. My real name is Davy D. Xbec. Harold, Rox is not your real name. My clan is probably something the government is trying to completely eliminate for a long time. With the legendary pirate Davy D. Jones as our ancestor, the clan has managed to survive just barely in the underworld. I don't know if this is a good thing, but I got a kid now to protect my wife and children from from any possible danger. I decided to send them both to my hometown, telling them rely on the Davy clan. Man, is this the will of D? Is it the will of Davy? Is it the will of Davy? Is it the will of Davy? I don't think so. I think Davy is probably just kind of. I think he's kind of like just a rival to Joy Boy, but still, I I see relatives now. Your family are all in your hometown. Yeah, and the place is God Valley. And Zebek didn't say that they're completely wiped out. He didn't say that they're completely wiped out at all. He said there are very few members left. So there's him and Teach at this point. I still say I think Aokiji is a part of the Davy clan. He looks just like Teach as a kid. I'll save that for the end of the video, though. And maybe Brooke. Alright. Let's see. Rock said heading to God Valley to save Shaki is actually giving him a good reason to save his kid and wife. Harold refused to join Rocks and pretended to fight. He allowed Rocks to get away. Wow. Rock said heading to God Valley to save Shaki. Yeah. Chapter ends with an epic double page of the day God Valley enters. After introduction, some prizes like rare devil fruits that we saw, part of Kuma's flashback. Shaki wore a Kuja costume that looked clean, healthy because they took care of her since she was captured. MC explained who was Shikaku, the former empress of the island of woman, and said that the winner would decide whether to make her his wife or his slave. That's wild. You can either be my wife or my slave. Alright, I can't pronounce that. And the audience was very excited. We see Garland, young Summers, Gunko with long hair, among the God's Knights, a girl with a beret, a rifle of the Mariner family. We saw, yeah, I remember her from the flashback. Let's see, did we get a closer, uglier picture of her? No, we don't. Still just a little small thing of her. That dude's name I can't pronounce. Amazing, what a beauty, Summers. Make sure to get that for the Shepherd family. Summers, don't be ridiculous. If she wins, she's gonna be my personal slave. Wow. They just always make a way to make Summer feel like more of a bigger dick. Garland, she's going to be my wife, so stay away from her, even in your dreams, Summer. Okay. Mariner girl, Gunko, now you. We might be able to get a trophy in the clan war. Cut to Dragon. He discovered a wounded, red-haired woman inside a house. Because of followed a trail of blood. Woman, please take my children away from this island. Don't let him have them. Him. Pretty sure she's talking about Garland. We also see Teach and his mom face not shown, handcuffed in a cage. Teach's mother, come here, Teach. It's going to be alright. You have to survive this no matter what. Chapter ends with the last big announcement. All the... I'm going to try. Tenerubitos? I'll look it up. Of the Master of Ceremonies. Master of Ceremonies, now you can call yourselves a world noble if you haven't heard of them. Aside from the Brad of the Buccaneer clan, we have another super rare rabbit for the tournament. A friendly, rediscovered from 800 years. The Davy clan. End of chapter. No break next week. This is going to be insane. Holy shit. Alright, so I just got a couple of things I want to say. One, the Davy clan. We heard of Davy Jones back in the day, so I don't even have like a theory on it. Like, I'm just gonna let Oda cook it because there's too much to really do. I just hope he is fighting Nika. I just hope he's like a rival of Nika some way, or maybe join Nika. Like there was like, oh yeah, let's go on an adventure or something. I don't even know. And then the fact that Dragon is the one that finds Shanks and Shamrock. Does he find Teach too? And where does Teach go from here? We know Shanks goes with Roger, but where does Teach go? Like, where does he go? I don't know. It's so much in this chapter. But I could say one thing though that I can really speak on real quick is I love the dynamic between the God's Knights. Like it's really kind of showing. I mean, no, they're not human at all. Like no, they're not human whatsoever. They're monsters. But it's kind of cool to see a human aspect between them. Like you see, they have like this nice friendly competition rivalry, even though it's a sick, awful game, especially Summers. But it's at least good to see they're a little human with each other. You know, the bad just with the bad. I guess. Then fucking Harold. I love Harold no matter what. I don't care if he betrayed Rock last chapter. He's trying to do was good for his nation. That's what he did. He did what he did. Even Xbec understands. Like, it's just how it goes. It's how it goes. Shanks being revealed again. Like, oh my god. So Shanks and Teach are like literally together at all times. They're literally just the opposite and parallels of each other. They're literally just the opposite and parallels of each other. It's just so much to think about, so much to like go over. It's just I could say Xbec is a 10 out of 10 character. His story is just amazing. He's literally showing the definition of growing out of a pirate and thinking into more. Like, just look at this dude, man. Just one of the most epic characters, one of the best epic arcs. Alright. So I missed a couple, well, not a couple. I missed a lot of chapters. So I'll be doing a full LBAF breakdown video in the future. I'm gonna cover all of xbec in one nice major big video because I need to talk about him. I have a lot of things to talk about. So I'll see everybody next time. Take it easy.